Yo, what's good? Party X up in this bitch. Already know what I'm on. Found the thread by Dom Blue Crate Breaker of Narratives. Haven't subscribed to the nigga, but he said there's a thread proof that Donald Trump is a pedophile that is in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Let me do Gemini. I didn't read this, of course. I only read like this part. I only read this and said, I'm like, know what? Let me talk about it. On July 18, 2019, Business Insider reported that Donald Trump banned Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago after what Trump claimed as attempting to recruit a minor for sex trafficking. Business Insider last listed this statement as allegedly, but I have the verified documents below. Okay. That's crazy. Let me see that. Okay. Palm Beach Circuit Court stated was a 15-year-old daughter to a member. She was working as a teenager staffer at President Toronto's Mar-a-Lago resort. On July 23rd, 2006, Palm Beach Circuit Court release shows Epstein was being charged with a felony for underage prostitution. That's crazy. Information on Jeffrey Epstein has been denied by courts. On December 16, 2019, Governor Ron DeSantis sent out a notice to unseal the remaining documents in Epstein 26 case involving Mar-a-Lago showing Trump against Epstein. The censure notice was on. Okay, that's crazy. So basically, Trump was trying to get that nigga Jeffrey Epstein gone. That's crazy, bro. So you telling me in 2006, the grand jury for the state of Florida indicted Jeffrey Epstein for one count of felony solicitation of prostitution. Thereafter, Mr. Epstein and the state entered into a negotiated settlement wherein Mr. Epstein pleaded guilty in exchange for a 12-month sentence in county jail. You telling me this nigga went to jail for soliciting underage prostitution for 1 year? Bro, these niggas are in on it, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. 1 year for trying to recruit an underage girl. On July 18, 2019, President Donald Trump addressed the rumors of him being close with Epstein with C-SPAN after the media began promoting the only photo of those two together. Trump had 3 witnesses that verified Donald Trump was not only against Epstein, but discussed it with him.
Known in Palm Beach. I was not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein, and you watched people yesterday saying that I threw him out of a club. I didn't want anything to do with him. That was many, many years ago. It shows you one thing, that I have good taste, okay? Now, other people, they went all over with him. They went to his island. They went all over the place. He was very well known in Palm Beach. His island.
That's crazy.
Of Jeffrey Epstein. Respected. I threw him out. In fact, I think the great James Patterson, who's a member of Mar-a-Lago, made a statement yesterday that many years ago I threw him out.
That's crazy. On June 7, 2019, roughly 2,000 pages of Jeffrey Epstein records were released by the Manhattan Second Circuit Court of Appeals. Former Mar-a-Lago employee Virginia L. Graffero submitted her video disposition in November to alluding that Epstein claims that Trump being his friend lacked proof. Jeffrey told me that Donald Trump is a good friend of his. This is the worker. But you never observed them together? No, not that I can actually remember. I mean, not off the top of my head, no. When did Donald Trump flirt with you? He didn't. That's what's inaccurate. Did you ever see Donald Trump at Jeffrey Epstein home? Not that I can remember. On his island? Nope, not that I can remember. In New Mexico? No, not that I can remember. In New York? Not that I... All right. If you could turn to the second page and read through those, let me know if you are any of those in America. But just put a check by them and we'll be okay. Okay. So basically, even the worker saying Donald Trump don't fuck with Jeffrey Epstein. That's what's up. That's crazy. Donald Trump became a pro that led to Jeffrey Epstein's arrest. This was not only confirmed in a release June 7, 2019 documents, but also the New York Post the next month, showing the mid-official mention of Trump's role. That's crazy. An attorney who represented the victims of Jeffrey Epstein said that in 2009, The only proof that helped him was President Donald Trump. He always said that Trump helped him in numerous cases. Trump said, I'll tell you what you need to know. In addition to being the only man to help Epstein victims, Donald Trump also criticized those that did not. For example, on February 27, 2015, Trump said Bill Clinton had an issue with the island and Jeff Epstein. Why would Trump dodge? That's crazy.
A lot of problems.
Bigger issue. Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
Barack Obama. Bigger issue.
That's crazy. This nigga. This is in Jeffrey Epstein's fucking home. This shit is so fucking sad. These niggas are so weird, bro. They're so weird. They're so weird. This is why I do not care. Only real niggas get it. I do not care who you are. Because guarantee you, it's probably more niggas than you think that is like this nigga right here, bro. I can guarantee you rooting for that nigga right now. I don't root for nobody but me. And I know I'm not like this nigga. I never want to be like this nigga. Look at this nigga. At least if you want to put on a dress, at least put on makeup, you stupid nigga. You stupid. Like at least go all the way with it. If you're going to be depraved, at least go all the way with it so niggas can know who you are. But he want to just put on a dress and say this is it. Nah, bro. Go all the way, man. Go all the way, bro. Jeffrey Epstein set Elon Musk's brother up with a girlfriend in effort to get close to the Tesla founders, torch to say. Crazy. This shit is sad. Then get slain too. Ken, I got a leak on Elon Musk. Yo, what's up? Found this liking through the foundation. You didn't get it from me. Elon Musk. All good? To Jeffrey Epstein. So Elon Musk is saying to Jeffrey Epstein, all good? I did thank you. Elon, were you able to meet up at Kung Fu practice on Saturday? You didn't get this from me. Whoa. That's crazy.
Set this up. It's been so important to them. And
this is human trafficking with Trump.
Today that my administration will focus on ending the absolutely horrific practice of human trafficking. And I am prepared to bring the full force and weight of our government to the federal and at the federal level and the other highest levels, whatever we can do in order to solve this horrific problem, getting worse, and it's happening in the United States, in addition to the rest of the world, but it's happening in the United States, which is terrible. Human trafficking is a dire problem, both domestically and internationally, and is one that's made really a challenge, and it's really made possible to a large extent.
So Trump was doing his thing back then in 2017. In addition to DHS funding to support the National Human Trafficking Hotline, the DOJ grants to help victims of human trafficking. The Trump White House reported the following for it. It's crazy. Damn. So the number has only increased. 2011, 42K. Then it goes to 2017 to 100,000. So this shit is an epidemic. This shit's an actual epidemic. This is an actual epidemic, man. That's crazy. So January is now the National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month. That's wild. So even Zuckerberg meta leaders face human trafficking allegations. That's crazy. The Trump signed an executive order combating human trafficking and online child exploitation in the United States. Though this order, Trump created the first ever White House position focused solely on combating human trafficking. About 1/8 living in modern slavery walk free.
Some of the great law enforcement people, a lot of them are friends of mine. I've known them for a long time, and they've been fantastic people, fantastic men and women. and they know what we're up against. We're up against people that want to allow criminals into our society. And you explain that one. You know, most things you understand, but they want to allow criminals into our society. Convicted felons, people of tremendous, like, big problems. I just got this from Homeland Security. And you look at this, thousands of people. Dangerous drugs, 76,000 people. Then you have traffic offenses. That's not so good, but that's every crime. Assault, 63,000 people.
Part of why Kamala is getting so much support is that if Trump wins, that Epstein client list is going to become public.
Yes.
And some of those billionaires behind Kamala are terrified of that outcome.
So why did Elon Musk turn? Why did Elon Musk turn? Why did he turn? Why did he do that? Why did Elon Musk do that then? Trump name being in Jeffrey Epstein's files is no surprise to anyone in D.C. They have known for a long time, but what is in those files are so pointless that it couldn't hurt Trump's election, which is why Democrats never touched it. They would have done more harm than good trying to associate Trump with any wrongdoing. His name being in the files could simply mean Epstein was at a Trump property or he rode his plane. To use what even Democrats wouldn't use in an attempt to damage Trump is dangerous.
The same courage to do what is right, and they know what is right, but they don't have the courage or the guts or the stamina to take it and to do it. It's called the road less traveled.
That's crazy. We need to catch these niggas. Them niggas need to die. If you have a better understanding of, wait, pause, hold up. So the initial proof that Donald, this is a clickbait title. Proof that Donald Trump is a pedophile that is in the Jeffrey Epstein files. And then the thread completely destroys that. So I think this is just a clickbait profile. Honestly, me personally, I don't think Donald Trump is. But if he is, make that nigga get the wrath of God. But if you have a better understanding of the plight of the American, if you understand this issue a whole lot better now, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that bullshit. Party out, man.